Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. It's the Temple Owls and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
All right, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Quarterback making checks. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive, not the drive they were trying to put together.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The Owls' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
And we highlighted the quarterback early, and he delivers early. How about that, man? The first drive of the football game, they go right down the field, and it's his arm that delivers. When they needed it, finding a way to fit the ball into the receiver to get this game started off on the right foot.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Might as well stick with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's Alston. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. With the catch, it's Moses. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Good, solid tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He's going to take off. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This is a designed run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Using his legs, it's Wormley. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Snares it outside. It's Logan. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
On the run, it's Wormley. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. There's a little room there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Hey, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period, first down here. Might be changing the route. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Jones wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alston. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. In the red area, it's Alston. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helped. Offense to start this drive. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking for space, it's Alston. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap.
There's a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On the move. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jones to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on 3rd and short. I might just go for it here on 4th and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. You guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And the returner will be brought down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games.
And he's still running after the move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Owls are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Blunt. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Blunt. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what...
Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Running inside, it's Alston. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Under fire. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he scores. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blunt. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Logan. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is in the air. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Now an opportunity to extend their lead before the break. Jones wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
A strike downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sacramento State. He These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Boise State taking on the number 4 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Broncos looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Smashes through the tackle. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big.
Touchdown, Owls! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Looking for room, it's Alston. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There's some room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Sends it back in motion. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And they're able to get him down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw is complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Logan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it. than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here's the handoff. Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Creates a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They'll go right back to the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Using his legs, it's Alston. Turning it on. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game. And these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He'll keep it on second down. Maybe a crease. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today, over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Jones wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Alston. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage and getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Finds a little space. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
They're going to run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sacramento State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Boykin. Right down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Lincoln. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's second and long. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Sacramento State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. And it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Patrick. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Boykin. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. First catch. Season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity.